Hello and welcome to the WB Mason Coaches Report on GoHofstra.com. I'm Jim Sheehan, joined again by the head wrestling coach of the Hofstra Pride, Dennis Papadatos. Coach, how are you doing today?
Doing good. How you doing, man?
Hey, the countdown's on. Less than 5 weeks, the EIWA Championships.
Is it really?
5 weeks, that's it. And the Pride coming off a tough loss at Rutgers Friday night. The Scarlet Knights are 13th in the tournament rankings this week and 17th in dual rankings by Intermat. Tell us a little bit about the match.
They're a solid team. They really don't have any holes. I would say their biggest hole is heavyweight. That's where we're good, and Mike's really good. They didn't even put their starting heavyweight in, but I think they're kind of battling. I think their starting heavyweight's really small for heavyweight, so they decided to put the backup in that weighed 260. The starter's only like 235, and Mike does Mike things. And I was happy with Nays. Nays lost to the kid twice this year, and he dominated him for a 6-1 win, and it wasn't just one big move. He out-wrestled him in every minute, every second, every position of the match, so that's good. And I felt like other guys fought. I felt like we could have turned around coming into it. I thought there was 5 matches that we could be competitive and possibly even win in, so we didn't get any of the other 3. And some of them we kind of got beat up a little bit, so definitely work to get done, but I definitely didn't think it was a step back. The score looks like it's a step back, but I wouldn't say it's a step back. But we want to have plans and expectations of beating teams like Rutgers as we keep moving forward in the future.
All right. Well, looking ahead this week, the Bulls of the University of Buffalo come in this Saturday to the David S. Mack Sports and Exhibition Complex, the big arena. 1 o'clock match. Buffalo 5-7 on the year, 2-2 in the MAC. Tell us a little bit about the Bulls.
Similar to I'm trying to remember what other team we looked at. They're 5-7 with a very, very tough schedule. They're a very good team. They beat us pretty handily last year. They also don't have any holes. They're a fully funded New York State school that has a bunch of kids in the team. That all the coach has been a worker that's built it's his second program. He did a great job at Bloomsburg, and then he moved over to Buffalo and got Buffalo going in the right direction. So they're going to be a bunch of scrapping grinders that want to beat us, and we want to beat them back. So they have a few guys, like their 33-pounder was in the quarterfinals of Nationals last year. He's obviously good. I think he was in the finals of Midlands this year. Their heavyweight's good. If he's wrestling, he's ranked like 16th in the country, so that would obviously be a marquee match with Hughes and him. And besides that, we just got to win. We got to win the tough battles, the tough situations, and this is a more than feasible duel to win. But they're a very good team. Their record does not, like I said, doesn't really dictate how good they are. They're a very good team. I would say on paper, when they rank the entire nation, they're ranked higher than us. You know what I mean? When they bring everyone down, they're so that doesn't matter. We're gonna go out there, we're gonna wrestle, and we expect to win, and I'm sure they're expecting to win. So hopefully our expectations are right.
And the Pride, first of all, how's the health of the Pride?
I think we're all right. We're still checking. Ryan Burkert is, it's kind of day to day. He may be back. He may not. It's, right now I have to, he has to show that he can get through. He's been practicing. Tomorrow he's kind of like full on, and then it's doctors and Andy's decision on if he's cleared. So we'll see. Mooley's been wrestling really well anyway, so we're not too upset about that. Ricky should be back. He last week he weighed in at 57. We bumped him up to 65. I don't know what we're gonna do this week. Sage seems to be healthy. Damiana will be back. He wasn't injured. We just put Oxley in anyway. So I think we may be as close to full strength as anyone could possibly be the end of January. So at least guys in the lineup. I think that's the plan. That's what we're working towards. We put 2 really hard days in, and we made it out through those 2 hard days without adding any new injuries. So that's a good sign.
Last Friday night, you started Sage Heller at 174.
Yeah.
Is that something we should be looking
Yeah,
at?
he weighed in at 174. For him to come back down to 65, he needs like a month of the descent. We did it. He wanted to go 74 from now on. But obviously, Oliveri's still there as well. Bobby may go down to 65. We don't know what Ricky's going to do, and Moriello. But Sage is going 74, and like I said, that doesn't mean when Oliveri will have a fair opportunity. Sage will start this week though, and then we'll play it by ear after that.
With the exception of Mike Hughes, who we talk about every week being
Yes.
the star of this team, Who has really surprised you at the midpoint of this year?
You did give me with a tough question. You got me. Because the way it's gonna sound disappointing. We just expected some more to some guys, and we're gonna have to start going that direction. So
Let me rephrase that. Positively surprised
yeah,
you.
like. Well, Oliveri surprised me early. We were really thrilled with him. Charlie Kane, Connor Mooley. I wouldn't say Vespa surprised us because we expect that he was as good as he is. Martin on his highs, absolutely. So those guys probably mostly Kane and Oliveri have surprised me the most, and Mooley. But now we trying to get Ricky Stamp to where we all want him and expect him to be, and get Sage Heller where we expect him to be, and Chris Moriello, a local Long Island stud, back home where we want him and expect him to be, and Damiana and Martin and Vespa, get them more towards where we want and need them, and they're putting the work in and they're believing. So we're getting to that part of the year. So I'm expecting a nice little fresh turnaround.
Yeah, great. And good luck once again, Hofstra and Buffalo, this Saturday, January 27th at the David S. Mack Sports and Exhibition Complex, 1 o'clock match time. Coach, good luck this week.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having us as always.
And thank you for watching the WB Mason Coaches Report on GoHofstra.com.